GWOAT. Welcome to Spit Bucket Podcast. Appreciate you. Appreciate you joining.
Of course.
Awesome. So look, camp's over, just about over. We're almost there. All that hard work's done. Besides hunger, obviously, how are you feeling physically at 160 heading into August 15th?
I feel good. I feel like I had like a hard training camp, a very disciplined training camp, and I've been able to, see my Olympic body again. So here we are.
That's good. The Olympic body. That's what's up. Look, a lot of people we get this all the time. You look at a Claressa Shields fight and you automatically think mismatch. That's just the reality though when we're dealing with Claressa Shields. That's just the way it is. So tell us a little bit about Kaye Scott. What have you seen from her personally that maybe fans ain't talking about?
Well, one, she's very fit. She's very strong. She's very in shape. I mean, that she's durable. She has more amateur background than most of the girls that I've fought against. She has a pretty lengthy amateur background, fighting for the Australian team, going to the Commonwealth Games in Medellin. She tried to fight her way to the Olympics and almost made it there. So Kaye Scott isn't just a pushover, but even though her age is, up there, but she can really fight and she's tough, and that's something that I have to look out for. But my skills are my skills and my experience is my experience. And whether I was fighting Kaye Scott or somebody else, it's gonna be the same story, that I'm supposed to dominate, I'm supposed to win, because that's just what I do. Like I'm 18-0.
Now you've called her respectful and professional and nice, but I've heard you say you're planning on knocking her out.
Yeah.
What is there extra motivation for this fight, and where's that coming from?
I mean, to be able to say that I'm a 21-time world champion is really just ringing in my head every time I train. Every time I think about doing something, it's just like 20, 21, 21, 21. Like to be a 21-time world champion, I think right now me and Terrence are tied at 19.
Yep, that's a good guy to be tied with, and that'd be a real good guy to pass up on. So that's great.
Right.
Do you now look? You've seen in the eyes of your opponents your whole career since you were a little girl. Are you seeing anything from Kaye that shows? I don't like using the word fear, but do you see the hesitancy? Do you see her doubting herself going into this fight when you've interacted with her?
I've actually seen the opposite. I have seen that she's underestimating me. She's underestimating me coming down to 60. She underestimated my power. She underestimated a lot. She's saying like, oh, she thinks that coming down to 160 is going to hurt me, and I think she's underestimating my discipline and how serious I take my career. It's like, girl, I'm not coming down to no 160 to say I lost a fight to you and you got lucky because I didn't lose weight properly or whatever you're saying. It's like, no, I'm coming down to show that one, I have the discipline and the heart to take on the best, and that I'm going to make this 160 easy, and I'm going to fight just as good or better than I fought at heavyweight.
Now, speaking of that, the heavyweight down coming back down transition we've seen in the past. Obviously, the big case like Roy Jones Jr. Is that something you guys are thinking about? Are y'all bringing in, science and that sort of deal to ensure that your body is in tip-top form and you're not seeing that negative response?
We always have science involved. That's why I feel like my career has been so crazy this past few years. I have a strength and conditioning coach, nutritionist, my boxing coaches, my meal preps. Like I have all this stuff, and I'm still taking my supplements to make sure that anything that I am lacking, I'm getting it there. So we're a week out, and I'm still able to drink a gallon of water every single day till the fight, till the weigh-in. So
That's great.
I'm still hydrated. I'm still healthy. I'm strong. I'm fast. I just sparred 10 rounds yesterday, and man, am I strong and sharp. So I'm ready.
Is it knockout or bust for you? Are you gonna be happy with a dominant performance if you don't get the stoppage?
Man, you already know the GWOAT. Man, listen, a win is a win. A great performance with great combinations and great skill set shown is a win for me. Everybody talking like, oh, this supposed to be a knockout. Man, I done 18,000 fans was happy in Detroit with my 10-round fight with Franchon Cruz where I tore her ass up. Okay, so if this has to be the same way for this fight, I'm not ever gonna be like, oh, because I didn't get a knockout. I need to feel like, come on, man. I'm about to be 19-0 with 21 world titles. Please stop it. But the goal is always to drop these girls and knock them out and hurt them. So that's the same goal here.
There we go. Look, Lauren Price has been in the conversation for a minute. You stepped inside the ring. Y'all look, y'all did the face to face. Now, I know that's obviously the direction it seems like we're headed, but in terms of the American super fight, why haven't we heard more from Michaela Mayer? Is that something that's just because of the promotions, or is there a possibility that we ever see you and Mayer in an American super fight?
I think that me and the Michaela Mayer fight can get made. But at first she was saying she wanted to fight at 160, but nobody had no belts. And I already told my team and everybody, I'm not going down to 160 for no belt. So my thing was I would have came down to 63, 65 for a fight with Michaela. But why go to a weight class, the middleweight weight class, up at 160, and you don't have no belts? I ain't got no belts, and I'm just coming down here for what? To say that I beat you up? Like, nah. So now, if she still wants to come to 160 and we fight for the belts that I get from Kaye Scott, that'll make sense. But I'm not going to no weight class for that don't got no belts. And the lowest I'm going is 160. But I only came down here really because I wanted to fight with Lauren Price, who was a Olympic champion just like me. And then it'd be one of the biggest fights up in women's boxing because two women with 2 Olympic gold medals had never fought against each other before. So this would be the first time for that.
That's a great fight. Either way, those are great fights. Those are great fights. Hey, real quick, guys, I want to talk to you about my buddy Trevor over at No Worries Home Sale. Listen, if you or somebody you know is behind on house payments, if they're stressing out, dealing with foreclosure, they inherited a house, if you're going through divorce, if you just need to sell that house fast, get the cash and move on, definitely reach out to Trevor. Look, they buy houses as is all over the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So you ain't got to worry about cleaning anything out, fixing anything up, dealing with like realtor commissions and all those headaches that normally come with selling a house. I know Trevor personally. He genuinely cares about helping people through tough situations and finding solutions that actually make sense. So if you need to sell a house fast for cash anywhere here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, call or text 817-668-5788. Let them know the Spit Bucket sent you, or you can go to noworrieshomesale.com. All right, just switching gears for a second, Claressa. I saw you interview with Ariel Helwani, and you mentioned you got emotional when Errol Spence retired. Briefly talk about that. You guys being the Olympic teammates, just touch on that briefly. But my question to you about that is, do you think Errol first ballot Hall of Famer? Because I've seen a lot of people say no.
Well, Earl is a great fighter. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. He definitely has earned it.
Ding, ding, ding.
And I was a little emotional because it's like, dang, I saw him go out there and fight his heart out after being off for 3 years. And I know why he got back in the ring is he wanted to prove something to himself, and he proved it. I would love to see him go out, with a win. But hey, he fought his heart out. He did his thing. And he went out on his own terms, and I'm just happy for him. But it's like, dang, seeing one of your favorite fighters like say goodbye to the sport, it always hurts. I think I was the same way when Terrence Crawford retired. I think I texted him a really emotional message, and I was like, "Why did you do this?"
That was my follow-up. I was going to say, so we seen Errol, we seen Bud. They're leaving the sport. These are guys that were right there in the generation with you, Claressa. Last time we had you on the show, you mentioned, wanting to have a family. You've accomplished everything. Has that crossed your mind? Are we looking, what does that look like? Claressa Shields retiring.
I'm not going to retire until I'm 38. I feel like, and it may even be 40. But I know that right now, I feel like I'm 18. I look like I'm 18. I'm training. I'm training hard. Right now, I enjoy boxing. I enjoy coming to the gym. I enjoy getting ready for the fight. So, I guess the day when I get up and I don't feel that, that's when I will retire.
Respect. And that's what we ask to you. When you don't feel it, don't force it. Don't ruin a great legacy, because you're killing it despite all the naysayers. Have you seen, I know you've talked a lot about Caroline Dubois and you love her. Who do you see is going to carry that torch when Claressa
Oh
Shields is gone?
man, carry the torch like how I've carried it.
Yet to be determined.
I believe it will be Caroline Dubois, and then I also think Gabrielle Fandora are
Wow,
two
yeah,
girls who will be carrying the sport because I feel like they can go up and down in weight classes. They're willing to take on the challenges. They want to fight against the best people. I think Caroline Dubois and Gabrielle Fandora will be the girls who will be like the names in women's boxing once I'm done. But they're names now. But I'm saying like they'll have multiple weight classes and everything. When I'm
oh,
within
great.
this 7 years. Yeah, for
Great,
sure.
great, great, great responses on both sides of the pond. And then one quick question, like just on that retirement talk, with all the bitterness is there right now, do you see a world when y'all retire, y'all gonna be able to put all this behind y'all, like all the back and forth, or do you think this is something that's
Oh,
like, just in general? I'm not gonna bring up names, but like the run-ins you've had in the past with other women, specific and not specifically anybody, but do you think all of this stuff one day y'all be able to put behind y'all?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
I ain't
want to
got
bring
no,
it
I
up
ain't got,
then.
no-
I got one
I
more.
ain't got no beef with nobody.
All right. Well, and I got one last question for you, okay? Look, a while back, Sonny Edwards publicly shot his shot with you. Has he reached back out, and should Papoose be worried?
Sonny Edwards, I think he might have been serious, but that was so long ago. I think Sonny has gotten married since.
Oh, has he? I still think he's checking out your profile every now and then,
He
Squirrel.
is so funny. I actually love Sonny, man. I wish him the best and everything. But no, Pap don't got to worry about nobody.
That's cool. Well, look, I got the GWOAT gear ready for next week. I'm gonna be there. So
Nice.
welcome
Oh
to
my
GWOAT.
God, you got to bring me a shirt.
I'm for sure gonna bring you a shirt. Welcome to GWOAT. We'll be there next week in person covering it.
Whoa, Atlanta is crazy. That's Kaye Scott with a black eye.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, look at the merch. All right, GWOAT. Well, I appreciate you so much. Good luck. I'll be seeing you next week, and we'll talk soon.
All righty, my man.
Thank you so much.